It's the new hit list on 102.7 Kiss FM. My name is Kayla, and I got Kane Brown.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. We ran into each other on the way up here, and you were telling me you're not a talker at all.
No.
And then here I am, loud, a lot, in your face, completely opposite personality.
It's perfect.
Are you an introvert? Is that what you are?
Yes.
Yeah, you seem
Unless
very
I'm on
chill.
stage.
Yes. Isn't
Yeah.
it crazy how, like, when you're on stage, your alter ego kind of comes out? Because,
Yeah.
like, you be taking off your shirt. I mean, you're interacting with the crowd. How are you able to do that?
I think it's just a learning curve.
Mm.
It's like you got to do it. So I don't know. It just comes out.
Yeah. Well, being like a star, a pop star, a superstar, whatever, a singer, you constantly have to be in front of the camera. You constantly have to talk. And being an introvert, it can be uncomfortable sometimes. How did you break through that?
Well, I think I just kind of don't try to be somebody I'm not.
Mm.
So like people just see how calm I am on camera, and they're just like, he's a chill dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you describe your personality? I mean, we see what we see through Instagram and online, but the Kane Brown from Tennessee, who are you? What is your personality like?
Very chill dude, unless I'm with my kids, and then I get weird.
And you got 3 now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you navigate being a new dad? Or not a new dad, but 3 kids now.
Yeah, well, their mom's great. Then we have a great nanny. So I haven't been home much recently, just because the tour. And then we have a newborn, so they haven't been out with us.
Yeah.
But I'm dying to get back home and see them and hang out with them.
Yeah. I heard you like video games.
Love video games, but I haven't been playing a lot. I've been
Really?
playing a lot out here because I'm not with them. But yeah, I used to play at least 4 hours a night, and
Wow.
then now I just go to bed.
Why? What changed?
Just having to wake up early.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
it's one thing going from 2 kids that can talk to you and do whatever, but when you have 2 kids, 3 dogs, and
Yeah.
a newborn, it's hard for one person. So I'm waking up with my wife now.
But that was kind of like your outlet, right?
Yeah, it helped me escape.
Mm. What was your favorite?
Call
Favorite
of
video game?
Duty.
Call of Duty. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a new gamer. I want to get my own PlayStation. I used to play with my friend all the time.
Yeah.
So for somebody who wants to get into gaming, what game would you recommend?
It's hard. I mean, it depends on what type of games you're trying to play.
I like those ones where you have to you determine their path, kind of do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a scenario. You're in a cave and you have to choose decisions for them.
Yeah, those
The
are
mind
cool.
games, I like those.
Yeah. I would say definitely get a PC instead of a PlayStation because there's more games.
A PC versus a PlayStation. Okay.
Yeah, like a computer.
Okay.
There's way more games.
Okay.
You can play controller on it still, and you can play mouse and keyboard, which is the original
Yeah.
traditional way. But yeah, I don't know. If you like shooters, I would definitely say Call of Duty
Okay.
or Fortnite.
I don't know.
play
I don't know.
Fortnite.
I'm not the shooter type. I'm the make you think type of
Yeah.
gamer ish. But now that you don't play video games anymore, I mean, you still need that outlet. You have a lot going on. You're on tour. You're singing. You have kids. It's so important to still have that time for yourself. So what do you do now?
Yeah, I mean, I still play. Don't get me wrong, but
Okay.
if I need that, it'll be an hour instead. But I love to golf.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm growing up. I'm maturing a little bit, so turning into other things.
Okay. And do you like to cook? Because you got a new barbecue sauce, I see.
Nah, I can't cook.
Oh, you,
Nah, but I can pour barbecue sauce on anything.
okay. So your wife does all the cooking.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did this barbecue sauce come about with Guy Fieri?
I was in this small town called Slate Run, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And there was a guy that has a hotel that it was completely empty. It's only during ski season when people go, really. And he had a barbecue sauce and found out that I love barbecue, so he said you have to try mine. And it was the best barbecue sauce I ever tasted. And we ended up buying the ingredients from him and
Oh.
taking it to Guy Fieri.
You don't even throw some stuff on the grill every once in a while?
I mean, I can.
Okay.
I don't.
But you don't enjoy it.
You might get poisoned.
It might be a little burnt.
Well, yeah, it'll be burnt because I'm not trying to kill you. I don't
Oh
want
my
you
God. No, that's
I don't
me
want to
too.
undercook it.
I'll cook if I have to, but I don't prefer to. I'll order takeout for us.
Yeah.
That's what I prefer. How has the industry been treating you lately? Because I know when you first got into the game, you would talk about how hard it is as a Black man to be in the country space. And I feel like over time that narrative has changed with you, and we got Lil Nas X and Shabuzi. How do you feel now?
I mean, I feel good. I felt
Yeah.
good for years. I I feel like it's hard for almost any artist to break in, especially how I broke in over social media. You know, a lot of people thought that my numbers were fake and stuff like that. And I hear stories now that I didn't hear, 8 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, so it was, I don't know. It's
Like
been
what
great.
kind of stories?
But just, people in the industry saying that my numbers were fake. But then whenever I'd do a show, it would sell out. And,
Yeah.
um,
Was it impossible for them to believe that you could do what you were doing at that time?
it's not really been done in country music over social media before.
Gotcha.
So I was like the original TikTok, I guess.
I love that. And now look, I mean, you paved the way for like Shabuzi's doing his thing. Beyonce, her country album. Do you think that she also kind of turned things around and changed the narrative around,
What I love about country music is I feel like everybody has their own flavor and everybody has different things right now.
Yeah.
There's some new artists that I feel like are coming in and they kind of sound like other artists, but like the ones that are doing their thing right now are, I feel like it's just nobody sounds the same and it's all different.
Yeah.
Yeah, different moods and everything.
What about your music? Do you still love this game as much as you did when you first started?
Yeah, I think it's getting a little harder now because, I've almost been doing it, I think 9 or 10 years. And my music catalog is just so broad of all the different sounds and everything that I love. But for this next album that I'm writing, I would say there's a lot of less, I'll say, commercial songs.
Okay.
I do have those, but a lot of just storytelling. I've got a song called Backseat Driver that's talking about my daughters just being in the backseat, and I have a song about my granddad who has Alzheimer's.
Oh, wow.
There's another song talking about like 3 being my baseball number, but ends up talking about my life because 3 has just been the special number in my life.
Yeah.
So a lot of songs that I just hope people can relate to and parts of their life.
And those are the songs that fulfill you, I assume, right?
Yeah,
Like when you said
they're my story. They're my actual story and not a song that I'm trying to make up.
To push on the radio. I feel like, artists have to, come in, do the radio thing and have a hit and have people doing TikTok dances to it, you know what I mean? But do those type of songs fulfill you?
Yeah.
Doing the commercial songs and...
Oh, do they fulfill me? I wouldn't say they fulfill me. They're fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you can get a commercial song that does talk about your life and is fun to play on stage, then yeah, that would fulfill me.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that are true to my heart, really, my life that fans can connect with, and that's also parts of their life. That's how you get I would say the longevity of a music career.
I love that so much. I know you have a song with Jelly Roll that you kind of teased.
Yeah.
Coming out, and it talks about mental health. And I know you've been open, he's been open about dealing with depression. How do you navigate that throughout your career?
It's tough because I will say I beat myself up a lot, and then when you beat yourself up and have depression, it gets brutal. But the song, I feel like the song's written perfectly about it. I came from nothing and had depression, and I always thought that money would make me not have it. And then now you get money and you still go through it. So you realize you just have to find that escape, if it's gaming or whatever. And the song, I feel like, fits perfect because you have me that comes in on the first verse and the chorus, and I'm like the sad depression. And then Jelly comes in, and Jelly's like amplifies the song, and he's like the mad part of the depression. And then we come in together like at the end of the song, and it's just a perfect blend. So I don't know, I really love the song, and even if it doesn't go to radio, I think it's going to be a massive song for me.
Oh my gosh.
Or for us.
I just love it when artists as big as you are open and honest and vulnerable about the things that you go through, because it makes you so much more relatable.
Yeah.
People don't know when they look at you on stage doing your thing that, you go through things, and people will say things online that are so mean and so hateful, and not know that, like, you're still a person and that still affects you.
Yeah, and I think that's like one of the hardest things, being on stage, and people don't know, like, if somebody's like, oh, he was so boring. I mean, about any artist. Like, you don't know what that artist had to go through, either what they're going through right now, maybe they just lost their granddad, or maybe they're in an argument with somebody backstage, and then they got to come on and fake it and put a smile on for the fans. So I was thinking about that the other day. I just don't ever know how to explain that to people. But
yeah. and then you're coming up at the end of your tour now. So I'm sure, it's going to be a relief to be home and be with your family. What are you going to do after?
Well, college football is coming up, so
sure
I'm going
is.
to the Georgia game. I'm really excited about that.
Okay.
And it's my girls' first time going to the game, so they're really pumped. Diehard Georgia fans always have me play in the marching band song that says "Go Dogs." And I told them that we were going to go to the game. They're like, they said, like, a real game? And so just to see the excitement in their face was awesome.
Oh, I'm excited for you. Speaking of this new album, I mean, you haven't really released any details about when it's coming out or anything. Can you tell me?
Definitely next year.
Hopefully okay.
The very beginning of next year.
Okay. Any other secrets that you can give us so we can keep looking forward to it?
Well, my wife's got a couple songs on there.
Okay.
I know a lot of people's been asking me when we're going to release new music.
Any collabs that would surprise us?
No, not really.
No?
You got Jelly, and then there's one more collab that I haven't announced yet that I haven't even heard him on it. But I actually have another song with him. He's a country artist. But if he jumps on it, it'll be really cool.
Okay. It sounds like this is like a personal project. I mean, you were just telling me about all the things about the different songs and how they relate to your life. And what it seems like is that this is something that's so close to you. It's not for the mainstream to do TikToks too. It just sounds like this is something that you really need to get out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we needed to release the album. I haven't released the album in 2 years.
Yeah.
But the thing was just the direction we were going to go. And we definitely leaned one way more than the other. But I do have those commercial songs that are my radio songs, let's say that.
The ones that we can dance to.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Especially Miles on It is out right now. Huge song. Congratulations.
Thank
you and
you.
Marshmello did that. How are you hoping it would be received when you guys first got into the studio and did it and produced it?
Mello was so excited about it. I thought it was going to, or I knew it was going to be like a hit for us, but I didn't know it was going to be doing what it's doing right now.
Yeah.
Just with streaming and radio. And Mello actually texted me the other day just how proud of the song he was and just excited that we did it together again. And, hopefully in the future we'll do another one.
It has like a nostalgic feeling to it. It feels like it came in like 2018. It's just so, I love it. It's a summer anthem. It's a feel-good song.
Yeah, that's how we felt. And Kenny over here, I know you can't see him, but he was my hype man with the song.
Really?
He put it on and started dancing. I was like, oh, yeah, it's a hit.
Oh my gosh. How did you get the Gravedigger in the music video?
So we're doing a collab with Monster Jam, and I think I have my toy already out? Yeah, I have a toy monster truck
You
coming
have a
out.
monster truck coming out?
Yeah.
What? Okay, give us more details about that.
Well, we went to their facility and got to see everything and how they make their trucks and the toys that they put in the stores. And I have a big truck that's basically a monster truck in Tennessee. I couldn't drive it here; they wouldn't let me.
Of course, not in LA.
Yeah, but so they just did a replica of my actual truck or turned it into a monster truck, and I'm really excited about it. So that's how we got the Gravedigger in it.
Oh my gosh, that is going to be massive. And when is that coming out?
Next year sometime.
Sometime next year. Okay.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout. What can we expect from you next? We know the album's coming next year. You're wrapping up tour. You're going to be doing some family time, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
What else? Any festivals? Anything?
No. Well, November we go to Australia, and then I think we're gonna probably announce another tour.
Oh. Spilling all the tea today. Okay,
Yeah.
Another tour. Will you come back to LA again?
I don't know.
Oh,
We'll see.
hopefully.
We usually try and miss the cities that we did before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Give it a little break.
Well, before I let you go, this is a new hit list, and we love spotlighting new artists and new songs that maybe people don't know about. So is there anybody on your playlist that you want to shout out?
I mean, to me, she's a big artist. I don't know how many people know of her or not, but I've been loving Tim's lately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, I don't really get to go to shows and be a fan anymore. I kind of got to watch backstage, but we just did Coachella with Karen, and she was somebody I wanted to see, and she was on there, so we ended up going into the pit and watching,
Oh my
and so I got to be a fan, and it was cool.
I could see y'all's voices together.
Oh, I would love to do a
Low-key.
song with her. Tim's, if you're listening, come on.
Make it happen. Kane Brown, I appreciate you so much for sitting with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Please come back.
Yeah, of course.
It's the new hit list on Kiss.